Welcome to Weird Twins! Yay, we did it! Welcome to Weird Twins, a podcast.
2 times in a row.
2 times in a row, because we practiced. This is a podcast where we watch shows and we talk about the smells within.
Yeah.
We explore them through an olfactory lens.
Yes, that's what I say in the description.
Yeah, that's where I stole it from. But yeah, we talk about the smells of our favorite shows. This is not a place for Hygiene Olympics. This is a place to genuinely explore the smells of our favorite shows.
No, and
mostly
like,
Sex in the City.
If you smell good, if you smell stinky, it's just like Casey Davis talks about, like doing your chores being morally neutral. Like, we're morally neutral about smells. We're just curious about the depths of them.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what we're here for.
Unfortunately, I am freshly showered at this time. Pretty unusual for me.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh.
Do you have any other smells right now?
Well, I wanted to talk about, just before we started recording, you were saying, oh, I had a really good smell, but I can't remember what it is. I need to write these things down. And so I wrote down some notes in my notes app.
Oh.
And the first one was about wall slap, which we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second one, when I was typing it out, I was having some, like, autocorrect issues, but I know I made sure it was typed out correctly, and I reread it to make sure it was correct. But now it says 23 ghost nurses. What could that possibly mean?
That means Coco went into your phone and she mixed some things up. 23 ghost nurses. Were there a bunch of ghost nurses somewhere?
No. I don't think so.
Was it a 23-year-old who had a ghost as a nurse? Actually, I've heard of something happening to people, like, in hospitals where, like, they'll have this weird thing happen where they'll be like, oh, this guy came and he took my blood. And then it never happened. They, like, wake up. They have no, like, hole in their arm. There's nothing there. But they, like, fully had a conversation. And someone, like, took their blood or something like that. That was just one example. It was a guy who took their blood. But,
Yeah.
like, they'll have someone come into their room and do some sort of
Take
something.
their blood pressure. Like, a kind of extended interaction, not just, like, peeking their head in.
Yeah, like, something that's, like, more involved, but not, like, a full procedure.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking scary.
And then it never happened, and they're like, there's no one here by that name. Isn't that scary?
That's less scary than current medical practitioners who are alive and don't mask. I'd be like, well, at least he had an excuse. He's a ghost. Ooh, I had a chemical smell.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
we were going to record the other day, and I had a chemical smell. We just have a really intense sanitizing chemical at my work. Mm-hmm. And if I spilled it, and I was like, I can smell this through my mask.
Ugh.
One time, so we have these big... Sorry, I need to figure out how to turn off my bloop bloops. I hate when people have a podcast and they have the bloop bloop sound. It's like, turn them off. Unprofesh. But anyway, I'm going to continue now.
What, may I
Unpaused
ask,
bloop bloops.
what do the bloop bloops do, or why do they happen?
It's like notifications. Like
it's
like,
just your computer's
it's Discord
notifications?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I can
okay.
always tell. It's like, why do you have Discord up? Fucking like nerd. But it's like, I have it up right now. So.
Okay, sorry.
No, what was I saying? Oh, the sanitizer. I spilled it, and I could even smell it through my mask because it's so intense.
Oh,
Usually
no.
it protects me, but I spilled it a little bit.
Oh, I actually had
Into a plastic basin. No one got hurt.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
No chemical.
Yeah, it wasn't
anythings?
like spilled loose. It was like spilled in a contained area.
Okay, that's
So
not
it's like
bad.
nobody got hurt, but it just smells really bad.
Yeah.
So that's my smell of the week.
Have a smell also that's strange. I burped and the taste reminded me of kind of the smell of a sparkler.
Ooh.
But not like the burny part, if that makes sense. Like a sparkler, like raw.
Say
Like
more.
uncooked. I don't know. I can't really. I wish I had more information.
I wish I had a sparkler to smell.
And then I was like, am I dying? But I don't think so. It was just a one-off, and then it went away. And it hasn't happened since, so.
We could do sparklers in the snow.
Ooh, yeah, we could.
But I don't think we can access them.
Access sparklers? I'm sure you can buy them online.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Have you heard of online shopping, guys?
We just learned about it.
So that was really interesting. I wish I could say more about it. I don't really know where it came from. What I had eaten in the day previously was I had some mac and cheese. And I think I had something else earlier, but I don't really remember what. So I don't know what about that makes raw sparkler smell. Raw uncooked sparkler. But that's my smell for the week.
That is quite the smell.
Yeah, sorry. Hopefully we didn't lose you at the mask talk. Maybe we can move the mask talk to the middle and
Ooh, inner PSA.
Yeah. But yeah,
You can do a breaking news.
Ooh. Whenever I try to do that, I feel like I do the
Like, I know I'm not doing it right, but you know the sound.
Yeah, yours was good, I think.
Ooh, thank you.
But I guess before we hop in, do we want to talk about our social medias?
Oh, yeah.
TikTok's get them while it's hot. Who knows how that's gonna go?
Yeah.
Weird Twins.
Every
with
day
a
I
Z.
think about posting on YouTube Reels, and I don't do it every day.
No, like, we don't get any views on our YouTube Reels, and I don't know if I need to, like, make something in the thing. I feel like it doesn't like that I'm obviously taking it from TikTok and posting it on YouTube Reels. I think they don't love that. I hate Instagram, but we do have one. I'll try to post on it more.
Can we advertise for someone else's YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
If you must go to YouTube, you should watch Astro Max.
Oh, yeah, she has a YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch hers.
I hate YouTube, but I'm going to try to become a YouTube warrior for her. Even though I post our stuff on YouTube. We have a YouTube as well where we post reels and videos. I post the episodes on here for, like, the full podcast episodes on YouTube for the men community. Mm-hmm. But she has YouTubes as well.
Yeah, so check out her YouTube.
I stopped watching YouTubes in, like, 2014.
Yeah, me too.
Because there was an astronomical amount of ads. It was consistently every other video you had to watch an ad. And I was like, this is too much.
And now it's worse. It'll be ads in the middle.
Yeah.
You'll get, like, 3 ads in the middle of a video.
It'll be, like, before, middle, after.
And it's like, what the fuck?
But at the time, I was like, I can't stand for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's also when I mostly stopped watching, except for, like, 3 people, and I would, like, only log on to watch their videos. And then even that dropped off after, like, a year or 2.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is
Then
too
it was
much.
just Blogilates.
Yeah. Now it's just Blogilates. Check out her YouTube videos. She
Hell
also
yeah.
has good YouTubes. She doesn't really post new workout videos, but that's fine.
But she doesn't need to. It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there, honestly. I think she's really...
You have what you need.
Yeah.
She's a fashion designer now.
Yeah. Oh, good for... I love that for her so much.
I know.
What do we also have? We have a Patreon that's $3 a month, and we have some good bonus episodes over there. We talk a little bit about being a twin over there, so if you have twin questions, you can put that in a Google form, or text our phones, send a carrier pigeon, send us a DM.
Send smoke signals.
Ooh.
I
don't know if I can...
Our kindly investor will interpret them.
Okay, good. He would be able to do that.
Yeah.
Nelson Petunia.
Yes. Send her a
Morse
rat
code.
with a note tied to it. Or Morse code.
Yeah, she knows Morse code.
She's pretty flexible.
Yeah, she really is.
She's very knowledgeable.
What else do we have?
Mirror signals, I think Nelson Petunia would like as well.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
What's the...
Stamp code. Sorry.
Lace code.
Yeah.
You have
Flagging with bandanas in your back pocket. She knows all about that.
But, I'm sorry. I'm, like, brain dead already.
Sorry, I'm really dragging you off the track.
What do we have? Okay, sorry. For our social media, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have YouTube,
We have
Lemonade,
Tumblr.
we have Blue Sky, what?
We have Tumblr. I read blog stuff on there sometime.
I don't know what Bella's doing.
Sorry, we suddenly got into crazy mode. Okay, I'm gonna pause you for just a minute. If I can figure out. We're using a new software, so hang tight.
I don't see her. Welcome to Weird Twins! Yay, we did it! Welcome to Weird Twins, a podcast.
2 times in a row.
2 times in a row, because we practiced. This is a podcast where we watch shows and we talk about the smells within.
Yeah.
We explore them through an olfactory lens.
Yes, that's what I say in the description.
Yeah, that's where I stole it from. But yeah, we talk about the smells of our favorite shows. This is not a place for Hygiene Olympics. This is a place to genuinely explore the smells of our favorite shows.
No, and
Mostly
like,
Sex in the City.
if you smell good, if you smell stinky, it's just like Casey Davis talks about, like doing your chores being morally neutral. Like, we're morally neutral about smells. We're just curious about the depths of them.
Exactly. Yeah. So just want to, that's what we're here for.
Unfortunately, I am freshly showered at this time. Pretty unusual for me.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh.
Do you have any other smells right now?
Well, I wanted to talk about, just before we started recording, you were saying, oh, I had a really good smell, but I can't remember what it is. I need to write these things down. And so I wrote down some notes in my notes app.
Oh.
And the first one was about wall slap, which we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second one, when I was typing it out, I was having some, like, autocorrect issues, but I know I made sure it was typed out correctly, and I reread it to make sure it was correct. But now it says 23 ghost nurses. What could that possibly mean?
That means Coco went into your phone and she mixed some things up. 23 ghost nurses. Were there a bunch of ghost nurses somewhere?
No. I don't think so.
Was it a 23-year-old who had a ghost as a nurse? Actually, I've heard of something happening to people, like, in hospitals where, like, they'll have this weird thing happen where they'll be like, oh, this guy came and he took my blood. And then it never happened. They, like, wake up. They have no, like, hole in their arm. There's nothing there. But they, like, fully had a conversation. And someone, like, took their blood or something like that. That was just one example, was it was a guy who took their blood. But, like, they'll have someone come into their room and do some sort of something.
Take their blood pressure. Like, a kind of extended interaction, not just, like, peeking their head in.
Yeah, like, something that's, like, more involved, but not, like, a full procedure.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking scary.
And then it never happened, and they're like, there's no one here by that name. Isn't that scary?
That's less scary than current medical practitioners who are alive and don't masks. Ooh, I had a chemical smell.
Ooh, yeah.
Because we were going to record the other day, and I had a chemical smell. We just have a really intense sanitizing chemical at my work. Mm-hmm. And if I spilled it, and I was like, I can smell this through my mask.
Ugh.
One time, so we have these big... Sorry, I need to figure out how to turn off my bloop bloops. I hate when people have a podcast and they have the bloop bloop sound. It's like, turn them off. Unprofesh. But anyway, I'm going to continue now.
What,
Unpaused
may I
bloop
ask,
bloops.
what do the bloop bloops do, or why do they happen?
It's like notifications. Like,
it's
like
just your computer's
it's Discord
notifications?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I can
okay.
always tell. It's like, why do you have Discord up? Fucking like nerd. But it's like, I have it up right now. So.
Okay, sorry.
No, what was I saying? Oh, the sanitizer. I spilled it, and I could even smell it through my mask because it's so intense.
Oh,
Usually
no.
it protects me, but I spilled it a little bit.
Oh, I actually had
Into a plastic basin. No one got hurt.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
No chemical.
Yeah, it wasn't
anythings?
like spilled loose. It was like spilled in a contained area.
Okay, that's
So
not
it's like
bad.
nobody got hurt, but it just smells really bad.
Yeah.
So that's my smell of the week.
Have a smell also that's strange. I burped and the taste reminded me of kind of the smell of a sparkler.
Ooh.
But not like the burny part, if that makes sense. Like a sparkler, like raw.
Say more.
Uncooked. I don't know. I can't really. I wish I had more information.
I wish I had a sparkler to smell.
And then I was like, am I dying? But I don't think so. It was just a one-off, and then it went away. And it hasn't happened since, so...
We could do sparklers in the snow.
Ooh, yeah, we could.
But I don't think we can access them.
Access sparklers? I'm sure you can buy them online.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Have you heard of online shopping, guys?
We just learned about it.
So that was really interesting. I wish I could say more about it. I don't really know where it came from. What I had eaten in the day previously was... I had some mac and cheese. And I think I had something else earlier, but I don't really remember what. So I don't know what about that makes raw sparkler smell. Raw uncooked sparkler. But that's my smell for the week.
That is quite the smell.
Yeah, sorry. Hopefully we didn't lose you at the mask talk. Maybe we can move the mask talk to the middle and,
Ooh, inner PSA.
yeah. But, yeah,
You can do a breaking news.
Ooh. Whenever I try to do that, I feel like I do the
Like, I know I'm not doing it right, but you know the sound.
Yeah, yours was good, I think.
Ooh, thank you.
But I guess before we hop in, do we want to talk about our social medias?
Oh, yeah.
TikTok's get them while it's hot. Who knows how that's gonna go?
Yeah.
Weird Twinz.
Every
with a
day I
Z.
think about posting on YouTube Reels, and I don't do it every day.
No, like, we don't get any views on our YouTube Reels, and I don't know if I need to, like, make something in the thing. I feel like it doesn't like that I'm obviously taking it from TikTok and posting it on YouTube Reels. I think they don't love that. I hate Instagram, but we do have one. I'll try to post on it more.
Can we advertise for someone else's YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
If you must go to YouTube, you should watch Astro Max.
Oh, yeah, she has a YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch hers.
I hate YouTube, but I'm going to try to become a YouTube warrior for her. Even though I post our stuff on YouTube. We have a YouTube as well where we post reels and videos. I post the episodes on here for, like, the full podcast episodes on YouTube for the men community. But she has YouTubes as well.
Yeah, so check out her YouTubes.
I stopped watching YouTubes in, like, 2014.
Yeah, me too.
Because there was an astronomical amount of ads. It was consistently every other video you had to watch an ad. And I was like, this is too much.
And now it's worse. It'll be ads in the middle.
Yeah. It's
You'll get, like, 3 ads in the middle of a video.
It'll be, like, before, middle, after.
And it's like, what the fuck?
But at the time, I was like, I can't stand for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's also when I mostly stopped watching, except for, like, 3 people, and I would, like, only log on to watch their videos. And then even that dropped off after, like, a year or 2.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is
Then
too
it was
much.
just Blogilates.
Yeah. Now it's just Blogilates. Check out her YouTube videos.
Hell
She also
yeah.
has good YouTubes. She doesn't really post new workout videos, but that's fine.
But she doesn't need to. It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there, honestly. I think she's, like, really...
You have what you need.
Yeah.
She's a fashion designer now.
Yeah. Oh, good for... I love that for her so much.
I know.
What do we also have? We have a Patreon that's $3 a month, and we have some good bonus episodes over there. We talk a little bit about being a twin over there, so if you have twin questions, you can put that in a Google form, or text our phones, send a carrier pigeon, send us a DM.
Send smoke signals.
Ooh.
I
don't know if I can...
Our kindly investor will interpret them.
Okay, good. He might be able to do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nelson Petunia.
Yes. Send her a
Morse
rat
code.
with a note tied to it. Or Morse code.
Yeah, she knows Morse code.
She's pretty flexible.
Yeah, she really is.
She's very knowledgeable.
What else do we have?
Mirror signals, I think Nelson Petunia would like as well.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
What's the...
Stamp code. Sorry.
Lace code.
Yeah.
You have
Flagging with bandanas in your back pocket. She knows all about that.
But, I'm sorry. I'm, like, brain dead already.
Sorry, I'm really dragging you off the track.
What do we have? Okay, sorry. For our social media, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have YouTube,
We have Tumblr.
Lemonade, we have Blue Sky, what?
We have Tumblr. I read blog stuff on there sometime.
I don't know what Bella's doing.
Sorry, we suddenly got into crazy mode. Okay, I'm gonna pause you for just a minute. If I can figure out. We're using a new software, so hang tight.
I don't see her.
Okay.
Sorry, we're high on the creativity boost spell oil from Moonlight and Sage and Life.
And Big Candle.
And Big Candle. Also, I spilled some of the oil on the couch, so sorry if we continue to be insane forever. But yeah, those are our social medias. Patreon, $3 a month. We have bonus episodes. We have... you can ask us questions about being twins there that we'll answer. I think those episodes are really, really fun. We did Muppets, and we did Twitches, and we've done some other stuff over there. So
Yes, we're planning to do the Sex and the City movie for the new year. And then coming up, we also want to do the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies.
Yes.
Get into that, so it's a little more twin-focused.
Yeah. So, what What else do we say in our intros? I feel like we've said so much, but also I feel like I'm missing something.
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh, Ghada and Sarah. I think that's the piece that's missing. Oh, Ghada and Sarah, they have a GoFundMe to help evacuate their family from Gaza. So we'll have that link in our show notes. If you want to donate to them. Also, if you do donate to them, you can send us an email, and we will send you a little treat in the mail. Terms and conditions may change at any time without notice. But yeah, if you could donate to that, that would be awesome. Oh, that's my neighbor.
Any smells?
I don't think
Honestly,
so.
clean hairspray.
Yeah. Went to their house, because we had a condo meeting. That went well.
And it smelled like...
It didn't really smell like anything.
Yeah. That's goated.
Yeah. So slay for them.
Yeah.
Which, like, that's really tough, especially when you have a bunch of people in a room.
Yeah. The last few times we've gone over to our mom's house, she's had a scented candle lit, and it's hot in there. And I'm just like, girl.
You've been really hot when we're over there, and I don't feel that way.
It's been, like, she'll have the heat cranked up to, like, 72. And, like, their kitchen and living room area is, like, not super big. Mm-hmm. And there'll be, like, 8 people, and it's just, like, too much. It's just, like... It's...
So for Christmas, we need to be mindful and say, can we pull out this candle?
I think I need to walk in and turn off the heat. Like, straight up off. And she'll be like, oh, why is it off? And I'll be like, oh, weird. I have no idea why. I don't know how that happens. And then okay, I feel like with the candle, it's like, it's been burning for like 3 hours before I get there, and then I stay there for 5 hours, and that's too much on a scented candle. Especially, it's like those big jar candles.
Yeah, that's why I think we should walk in and blow it out for your sake.
Depending on how long it's been burning. But if it's burned to the edge, yes. Yes,
I think she would be fine with it. I don't think she would care.
Oh, I don't think she would care at all. I think I'd be like, I could just blow it out. I don't think I need to say anything. I won't address it. I'll just be like...
Oh, Coco's gonna come over and she's gonna fart and put it out.
Oh, God.
But it won't put it out. It'll make a flamethrower.
Who's it gonna hit?
You.
Yeah. And are you ready to hop into the episode?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I had something else to say, but I feel really cuckoo in the coconuts right now. Sorry I go into an altered state for this.
Me too. And then I go back and listen to it and I'm like, this is so funny.
I don't know how people record a podcast and either like smoke weed or like drink or something.
I know.
I'm like, I feel high right now. Like, I literally cannot.
I feel that way too.
Like, we have very occasionally had one glass of wine.
Yeah.
I think like once
and
or twice.
Not ever in its entirety.
No. And it's like, wow. It's just crazy. I don't know. I can't handle it. I just feel like I'm already high on podcast mic. So
we're high on life. High on the podcast mic. Ooh. Children, one has a tail.
No, they both have tails. I thought that at first, too.
Oh, one's short-sleeved.
Yeah.
You know?
Why do kids love to not wear coats in the winter? It's so cold outside.
I get it. I'm like that. I don't want to wear my coat ever.
Yeah, but it's like 17 degrees outside or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, 17 degrees. It's 19 degrees feels like 18.
Ooh. Well,
balmy. Okay. But anyways, we ready to hop into the episode. We were watching Sex and the City we're going back to the beginning, season 1, episode 4, Valley of the 20-something guys.
Okay. I chose to use the Riverside recording thing, and I don't think that's very conductive to this, but okay. I'm going to press forward. Okay. This is a bad decision, though, to press forward with this.
Okay. Do you want to... we can try to be responsible and record in, like, longer increments of time.
I think that's a good idea for this one.
Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to remember something.
It has only been 1 minute and 34 seconds. Ciao.
Oh, gosh. We're going to have to remember stuff, then.
Oh. We'll record as many times as we need to. The passion needs to be there. We can't write it down because then the passion's not there. You know what I mean?
And I love that the format... Oh, that's one thing I was going to say at the beginning is that we watch real time and report on the smells.
Oh, yeah. This is real time reporting.
Not a recap podcast also?
Not recap. Real time.
But okay, in this one, it's... Carrie and Big keep bumping into each other. I'm sorry, it's not smell related, but Carrie and Big keep bumping into each other, and she's like, we keep bumping into each other, and it's like, I could get how that would make you, like, think we're meant to be even years and years on when he's horrible to you the whole time.
Yeah.
Of being like, oh, but it's so meant to be. But, okay, one of the times, the last time, was at a bris, and they're like, oh, we ran into each other at a bris, and then there's a sound of, like, a baby screaming, and it's like, supposed to, like, imply that the baby is, like, currently getting circumcised. And I'm like, why did we choose this?
Don't you, like, invite people to the bris?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why they were both there.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know that we need to show it in the show. And Carrie was, like, trying to peek in.
Peek at the bris?
Yeah.
That's weird.
They were
Sorry, I was really
around.
preoccupied with the recording stuff. I honestly wasn't paying attention. I've been bad about that lately. I've admitted it like 2 or 3 times. Where it's like, oh, I'm just not paying attention to the show.
But now Big and Carrie are gonna go on a real date, so that's what we're gonna get into next. I was just like, that's so
I hate
weird.
Big. I was probably tuning it out because I fucking, like, hate her and Big. Like, what is the deal?
Like, just let it go. And it's like, it would be one thing if she was 10 years younger at the time, but it's like, you're in your 30s.
You're so, like, you're not old. Like, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way, but it's like, you're too old to be doing this.
Exactly. That's it. Okay.
Because we were going to talk about that guy who came out with the fragrance.
Oh, fuck. That was it.
The important smell news in the
Yeah.
community.
Breaking news.
And that relates to actually my first smell comment. So I
Okay.
think we should do that first and then get into our smell comments.
Okay, I have it up. It's called Night Lights. It's a unisex cologne.
And what is his name again?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Yes, he's
Our
a
king.
football guy.
Yeah.
He's a football guy, and he released this unisex fragrance.
Yeah, because
He was saying he liked to wear a lot of ladies' perfumes because he likes the sort of softer, lighter fragrances.
yeah.
And he's not as much of a fan as, like, the traditional men's fragrances, so he wanted to come out with his own as a unisex fragrance, so it's for men and for women.
Yes.
And you were going to read me the notes of it.
Yes. Okay, so the top notes are neroli, mandarin, pepper, cinnamon bark.
Ooh.
The middle notes are narcissus, incense, and papyrus.
Ooh.
The, it says D. I don't know what that means.
D?
For, like, well, because it has T, M, and D. So top notes, middle notes, and D. I think the bottom ones are usually called, like, base notes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that stands for, but it's amber and sand.
Sand?
Isn't that interesting?
I don't think I've ever heard of, like, narcissus being in a perfume.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be
Maybe,
one of those,
but I
like,
feel like it's, like, not
random
super
top notes
common.
when there are, like, 25 top notes. You know what I mean?
Right? So
That's so cool.
I really want to get this. If you want to buy us this $90 unisex perfume, we'll love you forever. I wish there was, like, a smaller version of it.
Yeah, I wish there was a roller ball. I wonder
Yeah.
where you can get it.
Yeah. Because the website that I'm on is called era8apparel.com.
Like, can you get it at Sephora?
I don't know, maybe.
That sounds so... Like, I just want to smell it. I can't even imagine what that smells like.
No, me neither.
Because obviously the, like, cinnamon bark, you know what that smells like. But, oh, that's
Yeah. Well, and, yeah. I'm so interested
sorry-
because it's floral, kind of like fruity.
Yeah.
So what does papyrus smell like? What does that mean?
Does that mean paper?
I don't know. Maybe.
I
What
don't
is
know.
papyrus? I thought that was like a plant or like a leaf or something.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. I know it's a font nobody likes. But I thought it was like... an,
I thought it was like a palmy kind of a leaf.
Oh. And what is the fragrance named again?
I think it's called Night Lights.
I like that name, too.
Yeah, Night Lights.
Sorry, I interrupted you when you were saying it the first time.
Papyrus. It's a textile fiber. Okay, that's not helpful.
Oh.
A writing material made from the pith of the papyrus plant, a wetland sedge.
Okay.
Is that clarifying to you at all?
Not at all.
Okay, oh my god, I have to show you what comes up. Okay, so when you look up papyrus paper comes up as you'd
Okay,
expect.
yeah, this is what I was thinking.
And then,
Oh.
and then Undertale, some cartoon character. He is a very sassy skeleton man. Who's kind of like looks like a superhero skeleton man. Interesting. Okay, this looks like it's maybe a papyrus plant.
Okay.
So, wow. But yeah, breaking news on the fragrance front.
Beautiful. So we're currently Irish Spring Warriors, and we aspire to be Night Lights Warriors. Or Bright Lights?
Night Lights.
Night Lights Warriors.
Night Light. We have to come up with something quippy for that. Night Lightians. Night Lighting. Night Lighting. I don't know.
We'll come up with it. We'll have to Google synonyms for warriors that starts with L.
And maybe
Yeah.
Night Lights Neesons. I don't really know what that word means, but I think it's a word.
Ooh, sure.
But do you want to get back into the show now that we have our breaking news covered?
Dig into it after we've discussed that. So I feel like all of the ladies here are wearing like men's colognes, and I think the men are wearing Acqua di Gio's.
Yeah.
Like a fresh, lighter one, and the women are wearing more like heavy, like ambery, spicy, or a little bit like musky kind of fragrances.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's very 90s. The hair is very 90s. We're wearing like darker, muted, like brownish lipsticks.
Lots of hairspray. Everyone smells like cigarettes.
Yes.
Oh, actually, we were talking about cigarettes in a recent thing, and you were talking about, I don't remember what it was that you were watching, where it was like someone was smoking, and then they like put out the cigarette and like blew it away so they wouldn't know they were smoking.
Yeah.
And we talked about how like, oh, did everything just smell like smoke, and that's why you could do that, because everything smelled like smoke anyways. I was thinking about it, and I also think part of it is like when you smoke all the time or you're around smoke all the time, your nose gets broken.
Yeah.
And you just like can't smell it as well.
Yeah, because you were talking to like your coworker or someone.
Huh?
Or maybe it was an old story from a coworker.
What?
Oh, you were telling me about a time a coworker, maybe recent, maybe in long past, who was telling you about how she used to be a smoker, and now that she's not a smoker, when she's around people who smoke cigarettes, she was like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize how bad it was."
Yeah.
Because she was like, "I tried, like I."
Yeah, she was like, I didn't realize, like, obviously I knew it smelled like cigarettes, but
yeah, like I know cigarettes have a smell. I'm not.
Yeah, then
like,
she stopped smoking, and she was like, wow, this is really terrible.
Wow,
to
you
be
guys
around.
weren't joking.
Yeah. And then, what other smells? I forget why we paused.
The breath.
Oh, the breath, of course.
And the tongue ring.
Okay, so, whatever. They're all going to date 20-something guys in this episode, as you can tell by the title. Mm-hmm. And Carrie is like, Samantha introduced them to these guys, and one of them, Carrie, the one that, like, Carrie's kind of matched up with, has a tongue ring.
Yeah.
His tongue, however, did look brushed well.
True.
Honestly surprising for the time and even for now.
Yeah.
His tongue
especially the time, though.
Yeah. He had a tongue ring in. It looked like it smelled gross. It smells very metally. It's
it looks
coming through very strong.
Metally.
I'm like disgusted
and
even looking at it.
Big. Like the ball on the bar is so big.
Yeah. And the hole in his tongue also seemed a little too big, and I didn't like that.
Ooh.
Like around I don't know. I feel like it's like what it's supposed to be.
I fear he's clanking it on his teeth.
Oh, he definitely is all the time. I don't know. It's just disgusting, but he definitely has like alcohol breath.
Yeah.
Plus, like, the metal of the tongue. I don't know. I guess I've never kissed someone with a tongue ring, so I don't really know what that experience is like.
Yeah, does it taste metally? It seems like it would.
Yeah. But also, I wonder if it's, like... Is it as bad now? Have they upgraded, like, the jewelry that's made now? Because I feel like this 90s tongue ring jewelry is not good. I feel like that's part of where it's coming from. I could see it not being the same now, but... Oh, I hate when people get those stupid tongue rings where it's, like... on the tip of their tongue. Those are really bad for your teeth and bad for your tongue, I think. Don't get that, please.
Yeah.
Also,
please
they look
protect
stupid.
your teeth. They only have one set.
Yeah.
Also, what I thought of earlier, like right after we stopped recording last time, is Carrie was like almost slurring her words. And I was like, is she congested? Or is she like pregame this?
Yeah.
So she also obviously has alcohol breath.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Miranda turned down a rum and Coke and was like, I don't like a rum or Coke. But then she was like, oh, a martini, thank you. It's like, girl, like you can stand to drink a rum and Coke. Like, grow up.
Like that's so strange. Like I get it if you're like, oh, I don't love that. But like,
yeah, like it's not my preference. But it's like, I don't drink soda. I need olive brine and probably vodka.
That's me. Unfortunately. But, like, she definitely drinks.
We haven't made pretty pickles yet.
What's pretty pickles?
What's pretty pickles?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about
What's glickles?
I forgot. I'm sorry, because I still haven't gotten any of that on my For You page. Even
What?
after we talked
Have you
about
seen the
it.
pretty patties?
No.
The pretty patties are fucking awesome. It's people taking...
No, I only know about a glustard. Our mind child.
There's
Glittery
someone who's
mustard.
absolutely, like, packing the ingredients to a burger with different colors of glitter.
Ugh.
And it's a pretty patty. And they look beautiful.
Wow, that's wonderful. I really want to eat a grapefruit right now.
Love grapefruit.
I just got the psychic smell of a grapefruit in my nose.
I love grapefruit.
Do you have anything else to say about this scene?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm ready to press on.
Okay.
Oh, do we have a smell for Skipper? I feel like he's not wearing a fragrance.
No, I feel like he's not wearing a fragrance and everyone else is, and he feels left out. He's like, oh shit, I just remembered about fragrances.
Can I say I do think he's an Irish Spring warrior?
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe like not Irish Spring, but maybe like, what's it called? Maybe like a Zest warrior.
Yeah.
Or like what's the lever, like 1,000 or something? Mm-hmm. One of those warriors.
A soap.
Yeah.
Bar soap, man.
Or what about just a dial? A dial antibacterial warrior?
Yeah.
Or is the blue one also antibacterial, or is that just the yellow one?
I don't know.
Either. I think dial is him, actually.
Honestly? Can I say something crazy?
Yeah.
I think he's a Neutrogena, like, pear glycerin soap warrior.
Ooh. I like that for him.
Yeah.
I really think that's it.
Because I think he's mindful and demurcy.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that pairs well with him and his personality.
Perfect. All right.
Canonical
cigarette! Canonical
cigarette!
We're always talking about
Cigarettes and the types of them, even though we don't know them.
We don't know them.
Marlboro Lights, that's what Carrie smokes. How bad do you think her breath smells? Do you think she brushed her teeth last night? She's in a little outfit.
For a special
I feel like maybe
episode,
she
we
could've.
buy Marlboro Lights and light them like an incense.
Ew. That's disgusting. I love it. Oh my god, we'll have to record outside.
In the alley with the shadow people.
Yeah.
Freezing their wieners off.
Okay, Carrie, it's the night after, and she's in a little outfit. Do you think she brushed her teeth last night before she went to bed? I would normally say no, but she's in a nice, like, kind of,
Little nighty.
yeah, like a nighty type thing.
Yeah.
Also, when I'm, like, I feel like when I'm drunk, I'm more susceptible to being like, we all have the same 24 hours in the day as Beyonce. Megan Thee Stallion will put lotion on right now.
Well, you said that to me a while ago, and since then, that's what I always think when I'm brushing my teeth when I'm drunk or even just really tired. I'm like, thanks that.
You texted me!
I don't know how.
You've been really good lately, though, so I think you earned one.
I can edit it out. Sorry, I just panicked because I'm like, I don't know how to use this software. I may delete the whole clip. Who's to say?
That was so scary.
That
oh my
was so
gosh.
scary. I also would never call you by your name.
Well, yeah, because it's like when you're talking to someone, unless, I hate when people do that. Because it's like, you read this in, like, that How to Win Friends and Influence People book. They usually use people's names.
Oh,
It
I
makes
love
me
when
not
people
like
say
them.
my name.
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't even care.
I don't like it.
like-
I'm always like, stop saying my name. How do you know that? Who gave you that information? But what were you talking about?
Whether she brushed her teeth.
Oh, I feel like she might have, because she seems like she got ready for bed.
Brush teeth, no floss.
Oh, no floss for sure. I flossed last night.
I
Terrible. Hate it.
flossed last night, but not the night before because we had evil floss on wax.
Ooh, that's scary. Oh, I should get real floss. I've just been using the floss picks. But I feel like they don't work that well.
I feel like my teeth pull out the floss picks.
That happens to me too. Sometimes then they get loose. Sometimes I have to like use like two of them, like one for the top half of my teeth and one for the bottom half.
Yeah.
But I just hate getting my hands, like, I hate fully sticking my hands in my mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
just
gross.
gross. Like,
Even after you brush, like, I don't know. It's just, like, it's so gross.
Yeah,
because it's, like, my teeth aren't brushed yet, so they're not clean. But even then, I don't like toothpaste on my hands, like, when I have to wipe my mouth.
Exactly.
It smells so gross.
Yeah, also, I feel like I forget a lot of the time to floss first, but when I talked to the dentist, they were like, it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, you're, like, supposed to do it before you brush your teeth, but it's like, if it's between that and not flossing, you should just floss. And I was like, that's actually helpful to me, because I'm always like, well, now it's not worth it. And it's like, girl, that's not true. Get the shit out of your teeth.
Especially, I feel like, if you do a swish after.
Yeah, for sure. Get some fluoride, what's it called, mouthwash?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What type of mouthwash do you think Carrie would use? Blue, green, purple?
Do they have a lot of
Yellow?
mouth?
Ew, I
No.
bet Big uses a gross yellow mouthwash.
Probably, because he's a disgusting piss freak. I feel like she uses regular blue.
I like green, that's my preference.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like Scope mouthwash for the taste, but it doesn't. At least the one I had before, it didn't. I realized it didn't have fluoride in it, so now I'm using Crest.
I hate when there's shit without fluoride in it.
Crest Purple.
Okay.
And it's like a CPC mouthwash as well. Because I've read some
What
stuff.
does CPC mean?
I don't know what it stands for. It's like a chemical name.
Okay.
But it's something that if you gargle it for like
H2O. What's another chemical?
CO2,
We know chemicals.
methamphetamine. But
Adderall.
you gargle it for like fully a minute straight. It's supposed to help reduce like your risk of getting COVID, but I cannot gargle that long. So I just honestly I kind of use it like normal, and then sometimes I gargle it. But I'm just like, I can't gargle that long.
I mean, but that still has to help. It's kind of like, I
feel like it doesn't hurt. It's like rinsing your hands instead of washing them.
Yeah, and it's like, maybe it's not ideal, but it's gotta rinse some stuff away.
Yeah, and I just like, I hate doing my tooth routine.
Yeah. Oh, and you just have to brush your teeth every day for the rest of your life, and that's the worst part about being a person.
Okay, so you know, on Instagram, the ads I get are, like, first of all, they're about, like, either OCD or it's, like, kind of scammy tooth products, and it's like, that's who I am. Like, the one where it's, like, you just put it in your mouth and you press a button and it, like, brushes your teeth for you. I want it so bad,
I've never
but it's
seen
not.
that.
I don't think it's ADA compliant, because I, like, researched it.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to be fitted exactly for your teeth for it to, like, work.
Yeah, because I feel like it wouldn't reach the back ones.
Yeah. Oh
I would pay to get one that's like fitted. I would pay like $1,000 to get a custom one if
where it just
actually
brushes your
worked.
teeth. Oh. How does it?
I would maybe pay $2,000. I hate brushing
Does
my
it
teeth.
also get the back of your teeth in the back? Like,
like
like
inside
the
back.
inside back.
Yeah, it like folds. It's sort of like a retainer, not like a retainer tray, but it's like it does go all around.
Right. Okay.
And it like fits all around the teeth.
Oh, okay. What about
I guess like a mouth guard shape.
Okay. What about like the back of your teeth? You know what I mean?
That's my concern.
Right. So you'd probably have to go in and clean that manual anyways.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's when
And I don't feel like that's like the hard part to do manually. So it's like, it's not like the front. Well, kind of the front, because I got this tooth. Like, that's weird.
I hate brushing like my bottom inside of my teeth.
Oh.
Because I still have a chunk of glue on there. It's crazy. I haven't gotten a cavity in there.
Yeah.
That's like honestly a crazy miracle. But we have pretty good enamel, so. What were we talking about?
Eat your potatoes. I don't know. Do you have any other smells?
Smells.
We were talking about her flossing and her tooth
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
What do you feel like her bed smells like? When do you think the last time she washed her sheets?
Hard to say, but I feel like I've never woken up after drinking and been like, my sheets smell great.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it makes my armpits smell bad.
No, yeah, I agree. Because I feel like they don't look that bad, but that can't be true. But they look very fluffy.
Yeah.
Which, like, fluffy feels fresher to me.
Maybe
I
it's
wonder
like-
if it's like you honestly washed them yesterday, but then you came home drunk and you slept on them, so it's like they're not even as fresh as they should be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like a normal sleep on them.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I think we should try to come up with a nice smell for Carrie next time. I feel like Carrie is just our absolute, like, punching bag.
That's true. And it's like, I don't think she smells horrible. Well, we have said nice things about her, like how, because we've said before how we feel like she would start to wear, like, men's fragrances before that was super trendy.
Yeah.
And I do think that's true, and I think she would also wear it very well.
I think so, too. And I also think she has very, like, coiffed curly hair, and I feel like I like generally how hair products smell. Mm-hmm. And so I think her hair has to smell good.
Yeah,
and she has to be, like, doing some sort of refresh routine.
Yeah.
That is, like, adding a new,
that's
fresh
true.
layer.
I feel like it's the cigarettes is why it's biased.
Yeah,
it's just like that
it's
adds an underlying smell to everything.
And it's just like, you're never going to smell great.
Yeah. Sorry if you smoke cigarettes.
Sorry, but you know that, and you've literally chosen that. It's fine. You can stink. It's literally fine. Just, like, don't wash myself, and then I stink, like...
Oh my
we all
God.
make choices in this lifetime.
My feet have been so sweaty lately, and it's literally disgusting. I, like, hate it. My feet are just,
Are
like...
they smelling?
Yeah, kinda.
Uh-huh.
But not how you would expect. Not, like, super B.O.y, but more like, it's like, they get sweat on them, and then they dry out, and it's more like a stale smell.
Ooh.
It's really disgusting. I hate it.
It's
like waterfalls from my feet. Like, they're, like, so wet. I can't even describe it. It's so disgusting.
Oh.
At night when I'm trying to sleep, they're dry as a bone.
I wonder if
like, I can't
sleep
sleep
you're
sometimes.
expressing from here. Or your sweat.
It has to be because they're so dry when I'm trying to sleep. Like, sometimes I can't sleep because my feet are so dry. I always put on lotion before I go to bed at night. And I'll take a shower at night, put lotion on my whole body, including my feet.
I wake up dry.
And then also, before I go to bed, put lotion on my feet. And sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. And I put lotion on my feet. It's like, is this what addiction is? Like, I have, like, but then during the day, they're wet. If you're a doctor, please help me.
Do you ever apply a Vaseline or an Aquaphor? Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a tub. I also got a tub of this. Well, I've used, what's that Nivea, that really thick shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I've used almost all of it. Mm. But honestly, that stuff, I feel like if my feet are not moisturized enough...
Oh, yeah.
It, like, keeps them dry in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't moisturize them.
Yeah, it just seals.
But, like, also, they can't be too wet, because then I feel like it'll just slide off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like it's hydrophobic.
Yeah.
So that's my issue. So if your feet are not painfully dry, please let me know. What do you do with your life? How do you solve that? Please let us know.
Yeah, please write in carrier pigeon. Only.
No, I only want the rat with the thing tied around its neck.
Ooh, so it will be delivered to Nelson Petunia, and then she will take it in between our rooms through that channel.
Well, into her room.
Yeah.
Out of her bathroom.
Yeah.
Into her bedroom.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. We all know the layout of our home.
Yeah.
I hate this countdown. I don't want to think about what I'm about to say.
It's just fucked up. That's not the premise of this podcast.
Our kindly investor just stopped by for a refresh of coffee milk and a chewy bar. Would you like to share your smell?
Oh, yes. So, first, I have another personal smell. I had a veggie burger a little bit ago from a local fast food restaurant, and there was onions on the burger.
Very small. You've never heard of it.
And there was onion on it, but it was just like one piece of like onion, and it was kind of small. Mm-hmm. But it's really getting to me now. It wasn't at first, but veggie burger kind of gives you bad breath.
Oh.
So, just again, want to like reaffirm that we are not anti-bad smells. We have them ourselves plenty.
Oh, all the time.
But just wanted to say that's getting to me now. But also, okay, so Charlotte calls Carrie. I feel like, and Carrie's in this all blue outfit. Do you get any smells off of Carrie? I really like her outfit.
I really like her outfit, but it seems like unfinished. Like, I feel like she just lotioned.
Yeah.
I feel like she's not wearing a fragrance, weirdly. Not that, like, she smells like nothing, because I think she has hair care products in and stuff, but I feel like she doesn't have, like, a fragrance.
Yeah, it feels almost like having an outfit on and not having any jewelry on. Where it's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing bad about that, but it's like, just jewelry would be the finishing touches, and that's kind of how I feel like she is with this.
Yeah.
But also, so Charlotte calls her, because her, like, this guy she's dating asked her to do anal sex, and so she goes and picks her up, and whenever they go around pick up all the girls because Carrie's on the way to not a date, a thing with Big, a drink thing with Big, and Carrie lights a cigarette in the cab.
Rude.
And he's like, hey, can you not do that?
Reasonable request.
And then she's like, we're talking about butt sex or something. Like, a cigarette is in order. And it's like, no.
It's not.
Also, this is one part of the smells plan that I feel like was not great. Of this shot of them in the back of the cab. Like, I get it. It's obviously not literally in the back of the cab, but I wish they were squished a little bit more. Or the camera was, like, tighter and you couldn't fully see all of their legs.
Yeah.
It really takes me out of it. And it's like, because if you lit a cigarette in that situation, you have 4 women in the back of a cab, even if they're all very skinty.
You're going up in flames.
Yeah. That's horrible. I don't know. Yeah, I just want to talk about that. But she just arrived at the restaurant with Mr. Big. Also, this show was shot so much better in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like how when she comes into the restaurant, like you can see Big in another part. It's just like very interesting and I like it.
Yeah, the cinematography.
Mm-hmm. I also am great at cinematography. If Sigmatography is what I call it, because I'm a Sigma over on our TikTok.
Beep, beep, beep. Or beep, 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 beep. Nickelodeon. I can't remember how the news little beep bops go, but I'm just hopping in here to say, ooh, I wonder if you can hear the dishwasher. I'm hopping in here to say I'm about to sloppily copy paste in our PSA from the beginning of the episode. So listen to that, and then after that, it'll be the best part of the Sex and the City episode. Best quote. So yeah, that is all. Just wanted to let you know if this seems kind of jarring. That's all. Love you. Kisses. Bye. I'd be like, well, at least he had an excuse. He's a ghost.
That's actually what I wanted to talk about.
Oh.
Was we never talked about my masking thing on here. So
what?
I wanted to just about because okay, so rewind. Please wear a mask. But I know a lot of people feel a lot of like anxiety about it, or you know, they feel kind of like they'll be like afraid people think they're weird or whatever. But I just wanted to share a positive experience I had with wearing a mask. The other day I went to like a musical with my coworkers, and it was like the first time seeing them outside of work. And I was kind of nervous about wearing a mask around them. I wasn't sure if they would be like weird about it or anything like that. And so I'm like, oh, even I'm pulling into the parking lot, and I'm like, maybe I just won't wear one.
Do I puss out? I've done.
Yeah. And I, like, honestly, the whole time as I was parking and I was sitting there, I was like, maybe I just won't do it. Maybe I just won't do it. And then I can't say anything convinced me to do it because I just put it on and walked inside. And I think that's actually the most powerful.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I walked inside and I had my mask on and I was like, oh, I'm going to be a square and wear a mask. And they were like, oh, that's fine. And then we just all went about our day and nothing happened.
Yeah.
And no one said anything about it and no one was weird about it.
Yeah.
I was the only person in the entire building wearing a mask, which was obviously not my preferred. But no one was weird to me about it, even though literally no one else was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel like people share a lot of, like, negative things, which obviously, like, I get that. That's fine to want to share.
Yeah,
but,
and that is, like, real, but
I feel like it gets lost in the shuffle of all of that of, like, if you go out and you wear a mask, like, it'll probably be fine.
yeah, I wear a mask all the time, and I look like a monster Antifa. Like, I wear all black and I stomp around in my combat boots all the time. And, like, nobody cares. No one says anything. Like, people are nice to me. Even, I've also done the same thing where I'm feeling insecure about it. And I'm like, oh, I'm just wearing a mask. I'm not sick. But, like, I'm just wearing a mask. And they're always like, oh, I don't care. And it's like, oh, I wish you did. But whatever.
Exactly. It's like, oh, I wish
It's
you
like-
were like, but okay.
But it's like,
also,
they're
you're
not
being
mean.
Exactly. You're not being, like, negatively towards me about it. Because I
Yeah.
know a lot of people are, like, they are kind of afraid to do it because of, like, social pressure. But if you do it, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Also, like, maybe if you're like, oh, maybe I'll, like, wear a mask, you could always just, like, get one and go to a grocery store that's, like, 30 minutes away.
Yeah, for, like, an exposure
Yeah,
thing.
and just, like, go and you'll put on your mask and you'll go in the grocery store, and honestly, everything will be fine. And then you'll go out and maybe it'll, like, build your confidence if you're like, I don't want anyone to, like, see me,
Yeah.
you know, and you feel weird about it, but yeah, just wanted to
Also,
share a positive.
I think your tactic of saying, I'm not going to do it as you're physically doing it, I've used that for many different things. Like, when I have to go to an appointment I don't want to, or, like, I do that for job interviews. I'm like, I'm just randomly getting dressed like this for no reason. I'm not going to go to the interview. I'm not going to do it. And then I, you know, pull up and I go to the interview.
Yeah.
It just helps me for some reason.
Well, yeah, it's just, like, I don't know. It's just sometimes, like, it doesn't really matter what you're thinking. Just, like, go on autopilot and do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to share that because I haven't really felt that way a lot, but it was just, like, it was the first time seeing my coworkers outside of, like, a work setting, and I felt kind of, like, weird about it. Mm-hmm. But it was fine.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Just wanted to share that, because please, wear a mask. Things are really bad. A lot of people are getting sick. It protects your health. It protects other people's health.
And
also,
we might have bird flu coming down the pike.
Yeah. So, that's something. So, yeah, do that. Don't spread bird flu. Keep the birds safe.
Yeah, and
Or else
cats.
the crows that stay outside of my house will attack you, because I think they are unfortunately vulnerable to bird flu.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They will attack you by fist fight.
Yes, and
They won't-
psychically.
Yes.
Not by pecking you, really, because they don't want your flesh. It's
They
gross.
would never soil their beaks.
But yeah, just want to put that out there. Also, if you're, like, thinking of wearing a mask, but you're, like, N95s are, like, really expensive. Because, like, they can be pretty expensive. Even if you just want... I know a lot of people who mask, like, really shit on wearing just, like, surgical masks. But, like, honestly, it's better than nothing. You know? And it's, like, if that's what you're gonna do, and that'll make you start to wear a mask, I say slay. I say go for it.
I feel like KN95s are more comfortable than surgical masks, too. Because I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people only ever wore surgical masks, and so they're
Yeah.
like, those are uncomfortable. Because I feel like those shift around a little more.
Yeah, so maybe give a KN95 a try.
Yeah.
If you, like, really don't like masks. 'Cause,
And
like,
the ones that, like, point out, I feel like are comfortable for a lot of people. Or the
Yeah.
ones where it's, like, it's two pieces, like, sort of around your chin and then around your nose and then flat in the front. It gives you a lot of space in your mouth.
Yeah, I think they're usually called boat style if you're trying to Google them.
Boat style.
Yeah, because I agree. I think those are a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because, like, surgical masks kind of suck, and I feel like surgical masks are a lot more scratchy on your face.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like I experienced a lot more skin irritation. But also, if you're like, I don't really have the cash to whatever, especially if you have to wear it, like, every single day, like, you go out and you work, it's better than nothing if you know...
And there-
anything that you can do to
Yeah.
help mitigate. Also, another thing I want to talk about really quick is I kind of fall into a thing where it's like, oh, if I don't wear a mask to one thing, I'll be like, oh, well, I won't wear it for whatever. And I'll kind of be like, oh, I already didn't wear one once. What's the point of wearing it at all? But it's like, that's not true. Every time you go out and you wear a mask, you help prevent spread. Even if it's like you didn't wear one yesterday, if you go out and wear one today, that is helping still.
Yeah.
Because I know I'll think like, oh, I've already been exposed to everything or exposed ever to my germs. And it's like, that's not really,
No, yeah, you're totally, like, if you're around different people, then it's different germs.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know, just wanted to throw that out there as well. So, I think that's our PSA.
Yeah.
So, now that we've scared everyone away by being crazy Antifa maskers. So, I walked 48 blocks in $400 shoes. Stunning. But okay, so they're in the restaurant. I don't really have any smell comments actually about it. That's the line, and we had to say it.
It's the line. I will say...
They were quite open shoes, and it seems like a chilly time of year. I feel like that would be really tough on the feet. I feel like you'd need a pedicure after that.
I adore her fur coat.
Yeah.
She looks so fucking good in it. Also, they had tulips on the table in the restaurant, and we couldn't tell if they were real or fake, but they couldn't be real because you would have to replace them, like you said, like twice a day.
Yeah, but it's like they looked too good to be
And they
like
were
fake,
so-
especially at this time.
Yeah, and they were so open.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they started the day, like, closed.
Maybe.
Like, fully closed. I just feel like tulips, like, fall so quickly. I
yeah.
love tulips, though. They're so pretty.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like that would just be like if someone like walked by them too fast. Like,
Yeah, they
once
would, like,
get to a
scatter.
certain point. Yeah. But I don't know. So it's like hard to talk about the smell of those.
Yeah. And tulips aren't super strong anyway. I like how tulips smell, but they're not super...
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're sitting at a table, you're not smelling them.
No, it's not like something
not
like,
like-
roses where like
Or,
you
like,
could smell
lilacs
that.
or something where it's like you can smell it when you walk into the room.
Yeah.
Which is good for a restaurant.
Yeah. But also like fake flowers have such a smell, especially at this time. Like we're in the
Arguably
90s.
stronger than just a natural tulip.
Oh, for real. And it's like I don't see wires in that. And at this time it would be like you'd be able to like see the wires. I don't know. Has there been a lot
Agreed.
of headway made in the fake flower technology?
I feel like yes.
Okay.
I feel like fake flowers have come back in a big way, and I feel like they look good. Like, they don't look real necessarily, but I feel like they look good.
Okay. Good.
I feel like something with, like, the fabric technology. Or
has
maybe they're
changed,
using
and maybe
different
it's like a
fabrics.
tighter weave.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like I can just like see the weave of these.
Have
and
you
it's so
seen the
distracting.
person who makes like peony candles on TikTok?
No.
They're beautiful. It's like a
Ooh.
fully, like, they have a silicone mat and they pour out the wax onto it and they like make different shapes like for the petals. Like they'll, for the first pour, it's like kind of just flat all over. And then they do a zigzag pattern down the middle and then they roll it up. So it's like the little tight ones in the middle.
Ooh.
And then they'll do like a more scallopy pattern for the next one and then roll that around. And then they do like circles that they place and shape around the outside for the biggest petals.
Oh.
It's so beautiful.
That's so nice. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, what we've been waiting for this whole time. This guy's fucking apartment.
We have to start with the night before.
We have to start with the night before.
Because the night before, it's very romantic. There is a lit candle on the headboard quite close to Miss Carrie's curly hair.
Yeah, a little, not very safe.
Yeah, no, not ideal.
And it doesn't look so bad. And it's like, there's like a tapestry on the wall, but it looks nice and romantic.
It's
because by the
warm.
candlelight, like,
Yeah.
everything's beautiful.
Yes.
Got to the next morning.
Yeah.
Disgusting. We start at the ground, or are we at her still? And then we go down and then up again? Whatever, it doesn't matter how they cinematographized it. Like, already, right away, dirty clothes under the bed.
Yeah.
They smell like ass.
Yeah.
The mattress is like a little bit away from the corner of this bed frame,
Yeah.
and I hate that.
Yeah.
It just looks very juvenile. Not technically a smell. There's a pizza box in the
I
corner.
do actually have, currently, my mattress is slightly small for my box spring, and I actually like it.
But it's a box spring, and that's different.
Oh, because
He
this
didn't
is, like,
have
for
a
the
box
bed.
spring.
Yeah, no.
His was like the bed frame, and like that particle board under it.
Yeah,
or whatever
it's
it
like a
is.
loft situation or something. It's unclear.
Yeah. There's pizza box with pizza. The floor is so dirty.
Yeah.
There's shelves with a bunch of stupid plastic shit on them. This place reeks like weed, and it's dirty in here. It's like so fucking dirty.
Are we at the sink yet?
No, we're not at the sink. We
No.
have quite a way to go to get to the sink. So there's just like shelves full of a bunch of shit. Then it's like you said, a weird loft situation. Carrie goes down the stairs.
And it's so bright in the harsh light of day.
Yeah. She goes down the stairs, again, dirty. There's, like, scuff marks on the stairs. She walks through, and then we get to the kitchen.
She's, like, also stumbling because she's just searching for coffee.
Yeah. There is a coffee maker, but it's, like, half open, and there's, like, dirty grounds in it, and, like, that type of thing. The sink. Do you want to talk about the sink?
I mean, it's like piled high, and there's like actively food in it. It's not just like little crumbs of
napkins.
Stuff. Yeah,
That's what's really gross to me. I hate garbage in the sink.
I don't know why people put garbage
Nothing
in the sink.
pisses me off more than garbage in the fucking sink.
It's like, why did you do that?
It makes me so mad. It's so disgusting.
And it seemed like there was a lot of like rice, and like it was like half a bowl of rice, like 3 times.
Yeah.
And like fully slices of pizza in the sink.
Yeah. And just like there is nasty food out fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
There's like Chinese food boxes everywhere. Like,
And it's in a way that's like so nasty, and this is why we love the smell design of this show, because it's like all these little details. It like looks like real food, because so often you'll see,
Yes.
especially in like a rom-com, they'll have like the Chinese food boxes out, but it's like there's no food in there.
and
It's
there's
like
never
this,
been food in there.
and there's never been food in there is a great point. But these, it's like there's food in it, or they're literally like I think they put Chinese food in the box and like transferred it between 5 boxes as part of the smell design.
Exactly.
The smell designer on this show truly took their job seriously.
They did a phenomenal job. And like there's this big like bookcase in the background with a bunch of like books and like a bunch of shit on it. And I think that's also adding to the smell
Yeah.
of like all of these old books and all of this like holding stuff.
Yeah, it's like dusty.
Yeah. Also, okay, back to the floor upstairs. It's like there's a bunch of like shit. Like I don't know how to describe the floor because it's not like super dirty, but there's clearly a bunch of like crumbs and like little things of like when you just have never cleaned a floor. I don't know.
Yeah.
You've been around a never cleaned floor before.
Yeah.
Like go look in the corners of your local Walmart or Target.
Yeah.
But imagine that being the whole floor.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
Yeah,
bad.
it's
And
like what in most people's houses is, like, relegated to the corners.
Yeah. And it's like, I just feel like you would walk around and then you have to, like, wipe your, like, stuff gets stuck to the bottom of your feet and you have to, like, wipe them off.
Yeah. And it's, like, not just the kitchen. It's, like, everywhere.
No, it's not just in front of the litter box. Because your cat likes to dig out the whole litter box.
And there's nothing wrong with that if you're doing that. If you're playing in the litter box.
And then, I don't know, should we watch on a little bit and get a better picture of the kitchen?
Yeah, there's more to see.
The sink is so disgusting. It's so disgusting in such a real, like, way, and I think that's why it's so bad.
It's bad.
It's because it's like, my sink has looked like that, unfortunately.
Not as bad as that.
No, this is really, really bad. And there's so much, like, half, like, full food in there.
Exactly.
It's like, dump it in the garbage first.
Exactly.
Or leave it on the counter.
Exactly. Because yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's terrible. Okay, we must watch on.
Yes. Oh, sorry, we're rolling. Bed for 4 seconds.
And there's so many bottles of, like, condiments left out.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know. Like, I know restaurants leave out ketchup, but, like, you're supposed to put ketchup in the fridge, technically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was optional. I always do, but I like cold ketchup.
I love cold ketchup. Because I love having a hot fried cold ketchup.
Exactly.
I think it's delicious.
Can I say something, though?
Yeah.
I don't like hot fry cold chocolate milkshake. I don't agree with those people. It cools the fry too much.
Oh, okay. That's fair. But I think it's because it's, like, fine if it's out for, like, a week.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just, like, you can't have it like that for months in your pantry.
Oh,
I think that's why it's fine for restaurants to do it. Because it's, like, partially preserved because of, like, the vinegar and stuff. Mm-hmm. But just not okay to be, like, long-term preserved.
Well, and it's like you're leaving it out for, like, a couple days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also I remember back in his room, there's also some weird bottle of some stuff where it's like, is that a condiment? Is that a weird bottle of, like, some moldy juice?
Yeah, it looked like it was, like, to me it looked like hot sauce, but it's like, why would you have hot sauce in your bedroom?
Right? And then the guy comes into the kitchen, he's putting on this gross, dirty tank top. This gross, dirty white tank top.
Yeah.
Very dingy. And, like, there's just, like, these baskets full of random crap in the background, and it's like, that's so real, I hate it. I'm in this picture, and I don't like it. And then Carrie goes to the bathroom, there's,
the
like...
shitter room.
That's a shitter. Okay, like, there's graffiti all over the walls.
Okay, if you watch this is actually doxing us, because this is what Bella's litter box looks like. The walls of it, the beautiful artwork on the walls. That's what a shitter looks like.
Ugh, Bella. She's an angel.
Yes, she is.
Except for it's not graffitied. She scratched it all in with her claws.
Yeah. And it's not graffiti to carve into something.
What was I gonna say?
It's like bright white walls with all this like stuff drawn on it.
Yeah.
In bright colors. And there's a lot of like things just written in black, but there's also like a bright blue one, and
yeah.
It's very chaotic. No TP.
Yeah, I'm glad they don't really show us the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, toilet paper holder with an empty roll on it.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
Yep.
And then she's like, hey, can I get some toilet paper? And he's like, oh, I just used the last of it as, like, the coffee filter to make coffee. And she's like, okay. And so she seems like she's trying to shake off the peas. Mm-hmm. I think you have to wait for it to dry, unfortunately.
I've
never been successful of that.
I would take the L and I would just pull my underwears. Actually, what I would do is I would take the cardboard roll, wipe what I could, and throw it on the ground.
That's what I would do. And then I would just be like, well, just pull up my
underwears.
Yeah, I would just be like, well, I don't
Change
know.
them as quick as possible.
Yeah, of course.
You're changing your underwear as quick as possible anyway in this situation, so it's like, whatever.
Exactly, and I would, like, try not to sit anywhere.
Yeah, stand up on the bus.
Yeah. I don't know, but now Carrie's out in the world. Should we watch on? I think she runs into you-know-who next.
Bigalicious.
Yeah. I really hate contemplating what I'm gonna say. That's my least favorite part of the countdown. So Carrie leaves.
This is like why we're doing the episode partially, because we had such an intense conversation about this.
Yeah.
This last final scene to send us out.
Yeah, so she's like looking at some shoes. She buys some shoes where it's like, why are you going in a store? You have to change your underwears.
Change your underwears. Like, we've all been in a situation where you have to just, like, take the L with, like, no toilet paper.
Yeah.
But it's like, you gotta change your underwears.
Like, do you think she's not wearing underwear?
Oh, shit, that's a good idea. But it's like, girl, you can't go out like that. Like, you smell, like, nasty.
Yeah, okay, it's like you were out all night and then you slept in that.
You
Also,
fucked.
we didn't even talk about his dirty sheets. He's fucked multiple bitches on those sheets and I washed them.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about that. His sheets.
They're not clean.
He hasn't washed them in like 4 months.
Like, you've taken no shower. And her hair is, like, mussed a little bit. It's like,
Yeah.
you obviously haven't done your refresh your curls routine.
Yeah. And, okay, so she's walking down the street, carrying her, like, bags of her new, probably $400 shoes she just bought, and it's like, girl.
Girl, go home and take a shower first. You can go out and shop after.
Yeah. And then she runs into, there's these, like, this couple, I can't tell if she knows them or not. It's, like, a weird interaction.
She acts very weird.
But then...
You can tell that woman smelled Carrie. She was downwind, and she's like, oh, she, like, rankles her nose up, and she's like, oh, it's like, girl,
it's like,
girl.
you're all of us.
Yeah. She's every woman.
And then, whatever, Carrie's saying something about, like, oh, you never see the people that you want to see. Or you always see the people you don't want to see, never the ones you do. And when she says, like, never the ones you do, Big pops his head up from under the table because he's fixing a wobbly table. Yeah, it's like, you look like shit. It's not like you look super hot and you're, like, doing great.
And
like,
you're,
then
like,
I would
freshly
get it.
done up before you go see this guy.
Yeah. It's like, you didn't just get your hair done.
You're literally walk of shaming right now.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, it was a wobbly table. And then she's like, hinge. And then he's like, what? And then she's like, whatever.
Five down to join together. Hinge.
Yeah. And he's like, oh. And she, like, just walks away. And then he's like, saunters away. And then he, like, goes after her. And they're, like, right outside this restaurant. Like, the other people, you could definitely hear them.
For sure.
They were so close. It was, like, 5 steps away. Mm-hmm. And... it's like, bro, do you not smell her right now? She hasn't brushed her teeth. She smells like she just had sex. Yeah. She probably also kind of smells like pee. She smells like sweat and stinky boy sheets.
Yeah.
Like, why are you, like, enticed by this?
Oh, I don't know.
Where do you think she put her clothes while they were having sex?
That's such a good question.
Like, on the floor?
Well, but when she climbs down from the thing, she's, like, wearing her dress.
Yeah, but when they're sleeping in bed, they're naked.
Yeah, but, like, I think it was up in the loft area.
Yeah, it was up in there, but where, I mean? Like, somewhere else on the bed? On a chair? On the floor?
But I don't think... I mean, like, the loft area where the bed is. Because it's sort of like a 3 ups, or 2 up system. Because there's, like, steps up into his larger bedroom, and then there's a ladder up to his bed. Mm-hmm. And when she comes down the ladder from his bed, she's wearing the dress, so it has to be up there.
Oh, I guess I thought he had a little floor space up there.
Oh,
maybe not.
Didn't see that.
Because I thought you could see under his bed and there were clothes. Like, not a lot, but I feel like it was, like, a couple square feet.
Oh. I thought it was flat to the thing.
Flat to
like,
what
I thought
thing?
it was flat mattress on the ground.
No, it wasn't because there was clothes under the bed.
Oh. Well, I don't know then. Where do you think it was?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like, because was it, like, in the bed and does it have all the must of the bed? Or was it, like, on the floor and it's got crumbs of the floor on it? And you got a crumb on your back?
If it was on the floor, it's like there's roaches in it.
Yeah. And, like, I think he had a chair, but it looks like there's a bunch of other stuff, and you can't leave it with his
I'm getting bad
dirty
sour
clothes.
smells in my nose.
Me too.
Ew. Ew, there's, like, crumbs in her dress if it's on the floor.
I think know. That's the thing, I would not want it on the floor. Because also, like, I feel like the floor is probably dirty and sticky.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyways, her and Big are talking. What do you think Big is smelling in this moment? What do you think the people who are...
Smelling like or smelling?
Smelling.
From Carrie? I mean, he smells it all.
Yeah.
He's right there. He's standing right next to her.
Do you think he's, like, high on, like, the idea of her... I don't know. It's like, what?
I I think, okay, so there's an episode where Carrie wants to keep some stuff at Big's house, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I want you to keep your stuff at your house, and I keep my stuff at my house. And she says this, talks about, like, whoever, and Mia Farrow waving to each other from across Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, since then, New York men have always wanted that type of separate togetherness. I wonder if he's, like, into the fact that he doesn't know what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, where she's been.
Okay. Also, I wonder if it's maybe that he likes that she's younger than him and that she's out doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And what do you think Big smells like in this moment? He looks nice, coiffed, perfumed, ready up on a, I don't know, what day it is, Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I think he went to church with his mother, so he's wearing a Demertzi perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's clean and showered. He's, like, wearing a suit.
What would you say if you were that lady who was like, whoa, this bitch stinks?
Like, when I'm
and
talking
Big
shit to
came
my
back?
man after Big leaves the table?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? That lady fucking reeks. Why does she smell like that?
That would be so awkward. What would you say if the person came back? If you, like, knew them well, would you say anything about it? Would you be like, what's going on with her?
It would depend on my very specific relationship to that person.
Right.
I think it would be very specific, like, what I would say.
Yeah. Oh. What about...
Am I having a mimosa with my meal?
Yeah, you've had 2 mimosas.
Oh, I fear.
You've
Regardless
had
of
2
it, I'd be like,
mimosas
what's
and you
her
just got
deal?
your food.
Oh, no. You're setting me up for failure.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, okay, then regardless of who it is, I'd be like, who is that? How do you know her? Why did she smell like that? Is she okay? I fear I would just say everything wrong.
What do you think the guy thinks of Carrie?
I think he smoked too many cigarettes to smell her.
Okay. All right. Hey, so maybe...
But he can see her with his eyes. And I think he's like...
She doesn't look like she's
I
well.
think he's like, she's a woman about town.
Oh, goodness. Oh, but that's such a crazy scene at the end.
It's so nuts. It's one of the craziest scenes.
And then she, like, walks away, and Big is like, you're now way downwind from her.
It's wafting hard.
Because it's
Like
like,
she's walking into the wind.
yeah, because it's like one thing, because when he first saw her, he was upwind from her.
True.
So it's like, I could see, I mean, she doesn't, still, it's like, I don't know, you clearly were. Also, like, you wouldn't look like that, actually.
Yeah.
The actress, Sarah Jessica Parker, looks a lot better
Is
than anyone
obviously,
would.
like, stunning. And she's not as dehydrated as you would be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But once you, like, got up close and personal, like, dude.
Yeah. You could fucking really see it.
Oh, goodness. Well, but that's the end of the episode, then. Do you have any closing thoughts and feelings?
No.
Like, he has to be able to smell her breath, and that she didn't brush her teeth last night when they're talking.
She really, yeah. He has to.
I just don't get it. I don't get their relationship at all.
I don't either. Do you have any closing thoughts or feelings for this episode?
Yeah, this is more of a general not smell comment. The people that they say are hot in this show are so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, the person who, Charlotte was with this whole episode, it's like, he's not super ugly, but... Like, I'm just like, you're acting like this is, like, the hottest man in the world. And it's like, we all have our own thing. I'm not saying, I have so much acne on my face right now. I'm not saying, like, whatever.
Not throwing any stones, but...
I don't know. But also, even generally, like, the people's faces, I'm like, that just looks like a guy.
Yeah.
And they'll act like this is the hottest man in the world.
Yeah, it'll just be a guy who looks like normal. But
Yeah.
I guess that is how it is when you're into someone.
That's true. Honestly, you know what? You got me there. I don't know. The sun's kind of going down. The sun is setting.
The sun is setting. The veil is thickening, which means Coco will only bust harder through it and come out faster on the other side.
Yeah, because it's thickening, and then she's going to bust through it, so it will be thinning. It's stretched out.
Yeah.
She laid her big tummy on it. Used it as a hammock.
Please, oh God.
She loves to use the veil as a hammock, and that's her right.
Yeah, she is, and she's always, like, bumping around on it. She's
She's
always, like,
just
trying to
swinging
get
it.
comfortable. And so she's, like, you know.
I have a hammock, and she would like to lay with me in it, which is so unlike her personality.
Yeah.
Like, you would,
crazy.
like, if you knew her, you'd be like, oh no, she wouldn't like that. She'd be too, like, freaked out, but she liked it.
Oh.
So, yeah. I don't know. I guess thank you for listening to this episode of Weird Twins. Check us out on social medias. Check us out on TikTok while it's there, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky, Tumblr. Do we have a Pinterest? Lemonade?
Yeah.
Our Patreon, only $3 a month. We have some good bonus episodes over there.
If you buy Lamar Jackson's fragrance, what do you think of it?
Yeah,
share your review.
Know. Would you be willing to make us a tiny little sample of it?
We'll give you our address.
Yeah.
We won't even make a P.O. box.
We'll make a P.O. box, but it'll be relatively close to us.
It'll be close enough so that you could walk to our house.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, I feel like there's... Oh, Ghada and Sarah's, GoFundMe.
As well as Exo Simone's.
Yes. Ghada and Sarah are trying to evacuate their family from Gaza. They have 12 people in their family, trying to help them evacuate, take care of them. Exo Simone, she is a TikToker. She makes a lot of great TikToks, so also check out her TikTok.
Yeah.
But she also, went through something and needs some help, kind of like getting back on her feet and stuff. So if you wanted to maybe help either one of them out.
And doing law learning.
Yeah, she's better than all of us. So how about give her money?
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah.
But for real, help them out if you are able this holiday season.
Yeah.
What else? Should we count down to our outro?
Ooh, okay. Out loud or together? Silently?
Well, I think you should start, because if we do together, we'll be off.
There are more of us. I forgot what it was.
I was just going to do the if you had a twin, but then I was like, that's not right.
No, there are more of us than there are of you. If you had a twin, I would still choose you.
Goodbye. Sorry, I forgot you didn't like that.